What up, world? It's your boy Jaystar back again with another video. We got the Sunday night showdown, man, and we're gonna get into this with the full strategy, man, how to build your lineup this week. Um, so as I always do, man, I go through the defense, give y'all the strategy of how the offense should attack it, and basically, so that way you can get the right people at the captain who should be able to get the biggest plays, basically, and then the flex players and stuff like that, and then we get all the way even down to the sleeper plays too as well. So we're gonna get right into this. We got Tampa Bay running a 3-4 defense. We got KC running a 4-3 defense. So I'm gonna go into the KC side first and how they should be attacking, Tampa Bay's defense. So I would first have to already say they're gonna need to attack the middle of the field, passing and things like that. Kind of exactly what you saw what Green Bay did the past weekend. How I want to say they moved Lazard into the slot. They moved Romeo Dobbs into the slot. Also, they kind of got their tight end involved a lot more. Robert Tonyan was involved a whole lot more than what I've seen the weeks past. So definitely, I feel that for this side, you gotta say it's gonna be Kelsey. I still gotta throw in Pat Mahomes because any of these receiver options get there. Pat Mahomes definitely could get there too. Then if they're doing really good, but Juju also for attacking the middle of the field, and then CEH has been coming out the backfield looking pretty good. They've been throwing him the ball, so and he's going to have the rushing, chance too. Like, if Tampa Bay starts playing them for the pass, if they can establish the pass first, then CEH could get a big run still. So I will have to put him in there just because of that, but also because his pass catching ability has went up. If you look at the first two games right here, he played a 3-4 defense. So and his points are really good. Even in the 4-3 he did good, but I'm just looking at right here, like the highest points he had was against a 3-4. So if he gets a 22, then he could be captain too, but I don't know for sure he's gonna get there just because I also look at like the 42 yards. I mean, he can get 42 yards too on the Bucks, even with their tough defense. Like he can definitely rush for 42. But the 2 touchdowns thrown to him here, which that's the part where I don't know for sure he'll get 2 touchdowns. Maybe he gets 1, and pass catching and things like that, which would mean that he will have 16 points. And I don't know if that's going to get you a captain. So that's why I don't want to say CHs be a captain play, but definitely a flex play here. So all the flex options here, though, on this side, like I said, it has to be CEH. Both running backs, really, because they've been a part of the pass catch. And as you saw in the game, too, McKinnon caught the touchdown. I had him for that game. It's just that he didn't do more. Like, I thought he was going to do a little bit more. I thought he was going to have more targets than 2. I thought he was going to be right here where this 4 was at. And I was like, so if he gets a touchdown, he gets 2 more targets, man, he going to get me, into the lineup. But then CEH broke a big run late and snuck into the lineup. So, but definitely them 2 running backs are in play this game just because Tampa Bay gives up pass catching backs, man. If you're willing to dump a lot to them, if you're struggling or something like that, and if you think Pat is going to struggle, then he probably will be dumping it off to one of those backs. It's just about who's going to be in the most and who's going to do the most with their catches. So, trying to see who else would I say though, because they are going to get one-on-one matchups out wide eventually, and man, MVS could get deep down the field on one. So I would say him. I don't know why is my computer moving so slow right now. It's pretty weird. Let's see, toss him in there. That's weird. So I can put him in there though. I don't know why it's still spinning like this. But then we got Hardman. If Hardman is playing, like I think the rushing ability, how he's able to run a little bit, you can toss him in there. And then I would say, let's see. For lower plays down here, sleeper plays, I would have to say Forkson would be in play. So Forkson's in play because he's a tight end, so he would be in there attacking the middle of the field or in there for a goal line play, and they could miss him or something like that, or line him up with the wrong person and you get the right matchup. Also, I would say though, Noah Gray, because I've seen that they've been using him a little bit too every game. I think he's getting about 2 targets at least, and you never know when he catches one and then the next one's going to be a touchdown 2 play. So definitely him. He's big in play there. So that's probably all on that side, as well as I would say though too, you can toss in the kicker, for there because he's going to probably get some type of points. Let's see, is this working now? Okay, great. And I know he's been out though. That's the only thing. So let's see. Do their backup kicker though? Was it K Wright? Okay, let's see. He ain't really did nothing. Like, okay. Let me see. Is that the right kicker then? It looks like it. They must have had a different kicker than the other game then. Okay, but if Buckner is able to go, you already know how good of a kicker he is. So I definitely got to say he's in play. On the other side, though, going against the 4-3 defense here for Brady, being that he's going to have most of his weapons back for this game, guys to say they got to, establish the run or just buy time for Brady to, take deeper shots and stuff like that. And having Mike Evans back, having Godwin looks like it's going to be back, depending on which other receiver here is going to play. Julio already had a deep catch in the first game. So it already showed that they'll look for him for a long, shot play because he'll probably be matched up with a weaker cornerback and stuff like that. So definitely I would say Julio will be in play. If Russell Gage ends up playing and Julio doesn't, or maybe they both just in, Russell Gage just kind of in play too. I mean, he had a lot of targets, caught like everything. It just, didn't have a lot of deep shots, but still got there with the fantasy points. So definitely I would have to say he's in play. But when it comes to captain, I don't think he will be as in play. Maybe not, so because I just don't think he'll have that amount of targets. And most of the times the big plays go to these two receivers right here. Russell Gage, depending on if it's a crazy shootout or you think it's going to be a crazy shootout, then I would say he could be in play at captain if somehow like Julio's out too. So make sure you pay attention to that. If not, Brady is in play just because of the fact that every time Brady plays like a quarterback, like Pat Mahomes or, any quarterback where I feel like he kind of goes in knowing he's going to have to score, he goes in with a different mentality to try to, outplay them or, just to be able to keep up with them, period. And he goes in trying to score 40 or whatever, and he's not going to let up. So that's why I say he's in play, because if it does come down to it being a shootout, Brady's going to be right there trying to have 30 fantasy points. But like I said, establishing the run is going to be a big deal too in this game. And I think Fournette should be able to do that. He's getting good touches. Like 24-21, I love that one, but I don't think they really had possession of the ball until the end of the game a lot, and then it was down in this game, so I'm sure that's why they didn't run as much. I think they definitely would try to run more against Kansas City, maybe trying to keep Pat Mahomes off the field so he doesn't have multiple opportunities to get to score on them. So definitely huge play for Fournette, plus the pass catching ability in him, target 6'4", that's great to see. And he still hasn't gotten the end zone yet, and I kind of expect him to get in there on this game. So definitely got to include him at captain. All the flex options here, though, would have to be, like I said, Russell Gage, Julio Jones. Both of them are in play. Man, I want to say all the way, I think Suckup is in play, too, as a flex option. Even the defense will be in play to me, just because of the fact Pat Mahomes is going to throw a lot. And if he's going to continue to throw that much, it's always in play to get sacked. It's always in play to get picked. And we already saw, the Bucs defense always somehow comes through, period. Like, they always get some type of turnover for Brady, man. Especially if they're struggling or they're down, man. Somehow this defense always makes a play. And they don't even got the same people on the line anymore, but they still out there making plays. It's crazy. But they did get all their cornerbacks back who were unhealthy last season. So I think that's helping a lot. So like I say, they're definitely in play. Even though I know Pat Mahomes could possibly score, and bring them down. I mean, if they could just get a pick six on one, then their defense points will probably stay up high. But if not, like I say, taking a kicker is never a bad thing. So you can definitely take one of the kickers on either side, really, for this game. But Brate could also be in play because last game he got nice targets there, so that's what you would want to see, more like a 6 targeted game for him, and maybe getting in the end zone in a game like this that could be possible shootout. So definitely I would say Brate is in play too as a flex option if you want to throw him in there. Okay, and then I don't really want anybody below this, but I noticed the Darden dude came in, and Brady, I won't lie though, Brady does, like, they toss in random receivers like this just for one big play. So you never know when that one big play. It's like if you go to Perriman too, like, where is he at? Is he higher up now? Yeah, I thought so. But when you look at this, like 44 yards, 24 yards, 28 yards, and it was a touchdown. Like, they always randomly throw in these guys like this, and it's always for like a deep shot touchdown. So like, I want to say, like, basically any of these receivers, besides I think Beasley went back to practice squad. So if he doesn't get elevated, I wouldn't say him. So, but any of his little receivers like Perriman, if he's going to end up being activated and playing, or just playing, I mean, and not have a hamstring injury and be out, you can toss him in there for flex. But if he is out and then they don't elevate Beasley, I would look at that Darden kid down here at $1,000. Like, that would probably be the lowest I think I would go over here. Kyle Rudolph, he's okay too. He could get in there for a goal line touchdown or something like that. So that's probably the lowest I would go over there, and that's probably all the options I would take. So like I said, we got 4 options over here, I think, at captain, because I even put Brady in there. So we got 4 options over here, and then we got 3 on the other side with Kelsey, Pat Mahomes, and Juju. Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to see CEH. But Juju, CEH, like I said, he's really close. I just kind of feel like he's going to get stuck at about 16 fantasy or 15 fantasy. Just the Bucs are just so good against the run. I mean, it's like I said, he would have to get dumped the ball a whole lot of times, I feel like, for him to get there. So that's the only reason why I say I don't think it'll be him. But yeah, these 3 right here, I definitely see the targets going to a lot, especially, I mean, these 2 right here, see a lot of targets and value going to them in this game. So, and then Pat Mahomes gets there. He can definitely get there because I can see him maybe rushing a touchdown, because it should be hard to run. Maybe he runs out the pocket and gets in for a touchdown rushed in. I mean, usually when he shoots out, man, you always got that fear that he probably will rush in a touchdown, because he kind of always does it, it feels like. So usually the only time I do see him do it. So that's it though for this, this whole slate right there, man, of how I feel like you should put together your lineup, who's the best people to put in at captain, who's the best people to put in flex. Because so now you just got to go in there and really just make a whole storyline to who you think gonna win. And if you think they're gonna win, then basically, like, if I, like I'm saying, like, simple as this, like, if you think Brady, they're gonna establish the run, then you could toss Fournette at captain. If you think they're gonna establish a run and hit on the big plays, then you would be like, I'm putting Brady and I'm taking whichever big play receiver I want to roll with. If I want to roll with Godwin, I'll do that. And then you start, kind of thinking of basically the cheaper flex people, maybe a high value run back option. You can say a high value run back could be Juju or something. And so that's how you get there. And then I know you got 9,000 left. So like I say, you can go down here and start thinking of the people, like I said, that's good flex options, all the way to a sleeper option if you want to put in a low sleeper just so you can pay up higher for maybe another good value play up here. So that's how you do that, man. Just like I say, put together a story. And like I say, if you need more help with making out how to build your showdowns, just go check out my video on my playlist on how to win on DraftKings. And I have a whole playlist, a video for y'all just for showdowns and telling y'all how to story build, build a story up, and then also how to stack, all that type of things, man, just to help y'all really make this a lot easier for y'all. Because I don't want y'all to be so complicated and having a hard time with these showdowns, because it's really not. Don't make it too complicated, man. And always also make sure you're fading people, man. So that makes it a lot easier. Like I gave y'all 4 options on one side, 3 options on the other side to put at captain. You kind of want to make sure you limit, your captain, so that way if the one captain that you picked out of the 7 hits, maybe you have like 6 lineups in for that person, so that way you're in it 6 times at least. You don't want to be just everybody at captain, you got everything, because at the end of the day, it's usually the top people anyway. So I just really want y'all to be in there and winning some money, man, this year. But it's your boy Jaystar. Thank you for all the likes, comments, subscribers. Catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.